Hi, I'm Darren Cook of Big Stick Combat. I bought this E-tool. It's Cold Steel Special Forces E-tool, short for entrenching tool. I was just curious about how this would function as a weapon. See, people often say, well, I've got these moves and I'm just going to apply that. I pick up whatever weapon and apply these moves. I think that always my moves or my technique are based on the weapon. In other words, whatever the weapon dictates the techniques that I do. I have to say that this is actually a very good tool. I've been critical of Cold Steel's impact weapons, but this one has got a solid edge on it. It's a good weight, but it's not too heavy. The grip here, I like the knob. That ensures that you have a strong grip, and if you have to do a butt-in blow with it, worst case scenario, that's certainly. The only thing is this is very slick. And I would say in a rainy, muddy, snowy, sweaty, bloody environment, you're going to tend to lose that. It's very nice wood, but it's slick. I would tape this up, put some grip tape. But I think it functions very well as a weapon if you had to. But let me show you the folly of, I've got my technique and I'm just going to pick up the weapon and use those techniques. And I'll have my daughter Diana come in here and help us. So let's say that Diana is throwing a right punch. Typically my technique is going to be here, right? I'm going to do that. And then now I say, well look, I could do the same set of moves with the knife. So here from the knife, I do that. Oh, hey look, I can do the same set of moves empty-handed. Right? And so I think, well gee, right, I've got a set of moves here now I can use with any weapon. But what happens now when I pick this up? And thank you, Diana. You can see that to try to do any of these moves, that this is just too slow. So what happens is that this set of moves here, for instance, like this one, works fine when I have a light weapon. If I have a knife, I have maybe a light bolo, particularly a show bolo, not the heavy iron ones that you find out in the province that people use to hack jungle. But I do find is that the Big Stick combat techniques I can use as two-handed. The weight is enough on it. I use this two-handed and pop this in immediately to a double-hand for a close range double-handed technique. So everything, basically, essentially the Big Stick combat techniques work fine with this. If you're looking for a camp shovel and actually it functions as a hatchet, I highly recommend the Cold Steel Special Forces shovel.